Welcome to another edition of My Life, Fintech Consultancy's attempt to discover how people coped during the COVID-19 curfew. I have with me today Mr. Mangala Wickaramsinghe. He is the Group CIO at DIMO. Good afternoon to you, sir. Thank you so much for joining us. Very well protected over on your side, I see.
Thank you, Lilanga. Yeah, pleasure to be there.
Taking the necessary precautions, it's good to see. How is it to be back at office after your 2.5-month break?
It's a good feeling. I think most of us are now actually working physically. Not that we didn't work before, so we actually, most of us were working from home, but now slowly we are getting into, I think, full cadre coming in physically. Not as yet in terms of full, but I think probably 80% are back physically because I think the business here, the nature of work that we do, actually demands physical presence as well in terms of frontline workforce.
Yes, of course, of course. When the curfew hit, when you heard that a curfew was being imposed, and of course we knew about the virus from news. It hit China first, obviously, and also Italy. It was very obvious that it was aggressive and that the potential of Sri Lanka being impacted was more than likely. How did you prepare DIMO? How was preparations made to deal with the situation?
I think it's in all fronts that we work, and then we actually did whatever bits that we could do. One is actually to probably carry out business as much as possible. On the other side, actually, we had to take care of all precautions against any infections of COVID-19, any possible, because we knew if it goes to a single employee, then it probably would be a disaster for the whole organization. So everyone, we had a task force actually. We had a task force set up to manage the situation that included managing or maintaining hygiene and all precautions against prevention of COVID-19, plus as much as possible for us to actually do business, carry out business, carry out virtual probable business, and also putting all our, I think, whatever that we could sell also onto e-commerce platforms, etc., where we could do virtual business, as well as I think we had our digital arm who's going and providing tools and other mechanisms to help businesses who could probably do go on these commerce platforms, the electronic commerce platforms. So I think we did in multiple ways. So we responded multiple ways. It was complete unexpected, but probably we managed the situation at least averagely, I would say.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair. Going forward, well, let's just talk about your experience at home. Was it hard to juggle personal life with your professional life to create boundaries and make sure that a 9-to-5 day of some sort was maintained? Was it difficult for you?
It's a different feeling altogether. I think it's a brand new experience. Though we actually had work from home in my life, I had worked from home as well. A long time back, I had a similar situation in UK. That we were asked to be at home and then work from home, but that was different. Those are different circumstances. But now it was different. This is a global pandemic, so the experiences were different. I think we got used to it. We had, I think, probably 24/7 clock to work with or respond to as GMC members. But I think overall experience was good. we also had to provide multiple systems, not just the communication solutions, and then maybe having meetings, virtual meetings, but also our ERP system access from home to provide
Right.
that to possible workers who would actually carry out their day-to-day work. And then also actually trying to, as much as possible, make people work from home, other staff work from home. So we had probably done few things to do that, and I would say it was quite a brand new experience, but it was an okay, and at the same time managing family things and then family commitments as well.
Sure, sure. I guess everybody had enough time to create a new norm at home under the circumstances, isn't it?
That's right, Ilanga. So, but then the good things, I hope the good things that we did or good things we learned, we would be able to continue. We probably learned quite a few things that are now new normals. Example, just not wasting time in grocery stores, etc., etc. So,
Yeah,
so hopefully we would continue, and also we probably would apply some of those things to our own business.
most definitely. Time spent on the road as well. That needs to be
Absolutely,
less as well.
absolutely.
Get a lot more done and less tired as a result, I think. Wouldn't you agree?
Yes,
Traffic.
yes,
Yeah,
yes,
drains.
yes.
Agreed. Well, looking forward, do you feel that should something of a similar nature occur in Sri Lanka, around the world, do you feel as though your company is better equipped now to be able to cope and maybe the turnaround from the move from the office to home, should that need arise, it'll be smoother? Do you think you're better equipped now?
I think most certainly, not only in terms of tools and techniques, but in terms of business processes. I'm pretty sure we all had all those disaster recovery processes and business continuity plans and all that. But then um, real implementations of that we faced. We never expected BCPs of this nature to be executed. So
Yes,
we did. So learnings from those, most definitely we would apply if something happens next. And then I think we are quite equipped, not in terms of tools, but we are quite equipped in terms of business processes, how we actually could respond. The response times will all be actually much better, probably, if a next disaster of this nature comes. But then again, it could also be a brand new one. You never know.
very true, very true. First, we have to take it in our stride and ensure that the digitization of our companies are up to par and to avoid anything crazy and abrupt
Sure,
from
sure.
happening in
I
chaos.
think
Well,
the soon after we came back physically, the thoughts were whatever we did, um, good. Whatever we adopted, let's
yeah,
continue. Let's do that. Let's
awesome.
carry that forward, and then
Sure.
probably don't go back. So it's easy to go back because
Most
those are
definitely.
sometimes the comfort zones. But
Yeah.
we all agreed that those good things we practice, we will
Right.
continue, and we'll make sure those would be actually documented and learnings would be taken into
Oh, very
the
good.
processes, build that into our knowledge, and
Hmm.
then and move forward.
Very good. Actually, very good. That's a great strategy to ensure that you actually move forward as opposed to stagnating and maybe progressing from ground zero again. Should something happen in the future. Well, Mr. Wickramasinghe, I know you have a very busy day, so thank you for your time, and I appreciate you sharing some thoughts and sharing how DIMO coped during this very unusual time. Maybe in 6 months we can touch base and you can tell me how things have developed, and that would be great if you would come back on the show in 6 months. Is that okay?
Thank you. Thank you, Lilanga. So, pleasure to be here. Thank you for everything. All
Thank
the very
you.
best to you as well.
And to you as well. Be safe.
Bye bye.